Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk. This is just going to be a little bit of a quickie. I've got a load of, well, I haven't got a load left. I did have a load of these at one point. A few years ago I bought a huge lot of Argos customer returns. Got all sorts of things in it. I've done a few videos over the years of repairing some of that junk. And among that lot I got a pile of these. Now they're branded Alba, but I mean this isn't the old Alba from back in the day. Argos some years ago just bought the rights to use the Alba brand and they basically stick it on any cheap Chinese tap they can lay their hands on, and that's what these are really. They're a tiny little semi-waterproof, I wouldn't call them really waterproof, Bluetooth speaker. They sound pretty awful, to be honest. They're not a good thing. Reason that I like them is they are a really nifty way of adding Bluetooth to old vintage radios. To be honest, most of these that I've got, I actually got in the lot. They were all sold as customer returns, supposedly faulty. Most of them work. The fact is, I think they were returned because they just sound that bad. But for what I use them for, it honestly doesn't matter because I'm not actually using the crappy cabinet and the speaker and everything that's in these. I'm just using the electronics out of them and using that to basically go into a small valve amplifier in say an old radio and to give it Bluetooth connectivity. Anyway, I finally actually found one that doesn't work. I have a feeling someone's been in this one before actually, because they should have little rubber bungs in the screw holes and they're missing. I don't think I've been in it before, but I have a feeling someone might have. The other thing that makes me suspect that someone's played about with this is the only one I've ever seen that's two-tone like that. They're all usually just one garish colour, like they're either that garish green or that horrible purple, and I think there's a pink version as well. I'll show the colours on the boxes there. Anyway, I'll show you what it's doing at the moment. We can switch it on. You see it powers up. I'll get my phone here, and this is connected to it basically. This has synced up with that, so the Bluetooth connection's there. But if no matter what I do on here, it's completely silent. It's definitely connected because if you look down there, as I press advance on the thing, it actually moves the tracks on the thing. If I press play there, you can see it's playing, but we're getting absolutely no volume out of it whatsoever. There's absolutely zero volume out of it. So let's stop that. So we've obviously got something awry with this one. So let's and also, I don't know if you can make it out, but it does have a little bit of a rackle to it. So I thought we'd crack it open in this video, and I'll show you just what's inside one of these things, because there really isn't much to them. I don't know how much the Argos used to sell these for. I can't guess it'd be a huge amount, but there ain't a whole lot in there. Oops. No, I didn't buy what I'm saying about this case, so it's someone else has had a go at repairing some of this stuff before I got it. I didn't buy this direct from like an Argos clearance or anything. I bought it off just an eBayer that had a load that I think they bought. They'd seen what they could get going, and I got all their dregs. I don't think they were much into electronics because most of the stuff that I got had very simple faults that were easy to fix, but I wonder if they have been fiddling about with some stuff. Right, there we are. Let's get the screws out. We'll crack this open. Oh well. That might be the reason That might be the reason that this one isn't working. Yeah, and there's one of the little bungs that goes in the back there. So if I connect this back up, is it just going to work? Let's connect it back up and let's see if it actually does work or not. There we go. Tin these connections up. Don't think you need to bother connecting the microphone back up. I've never bothered using the microphones in them. Let's connect that. In fact, I'll connect it back up to this speaker and I'll show you how awful these things sound. That's if it works. I mean, there might be something else wrong with it, but we'll see. I'll connect it back up to this speaker. Oops. Let's connect that one up. I've dropped my glasses again, but let's see if I can do this without picking my glasses back up. Okay, I think that's back on. Right, let me see if I can pick my glasses back up without rolling over them with my chair. There we are. I do need to get some new glasses that actually stay on my head. Right, okay, let's try switching this back on and see what... There's another of the little things. Oh, they're all inside it. Yeah, so someone has been playing about with this one. There's all the little bits from that hold the screws on. Right, let's try switching this on now. Okay, it's powered up. Let me get my phone. There we go. Probably can't play a lot of this because it is probably copyright, but that's basically full volume. In fact, let me see if we can find something that's royalty free that we can play, and then we can play it a bit more. YouTube. I'm sure I can find something on YouTube that's royalty free. Where's search? Oh, there's search. Right, this is ambient chill music. Actually, that doesn't sound too terrible. We'll put it back together. Actually, I mean, if you only want... That really is full volume, though. Oh no, it's full volume. That doesn't sound too terrible. There we go. Distorting. That's what they tend to do with anything too loud. Oops. That's me. Let's try and get that music back on. But yeah, that seems to be working. Try and put this back together while it still plays. I'm afraid it weren't a more exciting repair there. It was... That's definitely an odd one. I wonder why the speaker and the microphone haven't been reconnected. That's another of them working. Put that back together. Oops. We'll put two purple and two green stoppers in, so I haven't got a full set of either. Let's get that back in proper. But yeah, there we go. Like I say, there's not really much to them, but that is working. I can't believe that was just somebody just disconnected the speakers, isn't it? Oh well. Like I say, I had literally, I think I must have had either 20 or 30 of these at one point, and I've used most of them. I think I've only got 2 or 3 left. But this is literally how they come. A lot of the ones I got were actually boxed like this. Most of them were this like garish purple colour, but I had a load of green ones like that, and I had some which were like a shocking pink colour as well. I think I used them ones up first. And as I said, what I've basically done with these is just cannibalise the circuit out of them and use them in radio projects. I've had a few people over the time ask me about fitting Bluetooth to old valve radios, or line inputs to old valve radios. And with a bit of ingenuity, you can use one of these to do it basically. A lot of the old valve radios, even the ones with a phono input, it's not really line level. It needs something with a bit more punch to actually drive it. And these, like you've heard, they're not very loud. They only give out probably about 1/4 of a watt, something like that. In fact, there's the specs on them. Let's have a look on the box to see if it tells us what the actual... it says it's a 1 watt speaker, but I think that's probably 1 watt peak musical power. I think it's probably about 1/4 watt output or something like that. I mean, we could actually have a look at the audio IC and figure that out properly. But it's not a huge amount, but it is enough to drive the phono input on a lot of old valve radios just nicely. So like I said, that's what I've ended up using quite a lot of them for. But I was also wondering about, I think I've got some old transistor radios kicking about, which aren't really worth restoring per se, or they've got something, you know, which is stopping restoring, you know, a bad tuning condenser or something. They're not really worth spending a lot of effort on. I was wondering about using one of these to do something with one of them, see if we can get a little bit more oomph out of a, well, a little bit more use out of a scrap old radio. In fact, let me have a bit of a fiddle about and see what I've got lying around, and we're back in a sec. Let's just have a bit of a play about. Okay, let's have a little bit of fun. I've got the guts stripped out of one of those little MP3, one of them little Bluetooth modules. We've got the battery, and we've got the main circuit there, and just got the speaker leads there, and I've got transistor radio. Now, I'll point out now, I'm not going to be ruining this transistor radio or anything. This is actually in my this is one that I do intend to restore at some point. Unfortunately, it's got a bad output transformer in it, and I can't really do anything with the radio until I can find a new output transformer for it, or something that I can use to replace the output transformer. So for the moment, let's have a bit of just an experiment, just a bit of a play around, and see how good that module will be at driving the speaker in this. Now, these are the speaker wires, because I was trying to ascertain whether it was a bad speaker or a bad output transformer, and unfortunately it is the output transformer there that's got an open circuit winding on it. Anyway, let's connect this up. And see what this sounds like. I've not tried actually driving a decent sized speaker with one of these, because you've seen the size of the speakers these things drive. It's a tiny little thing, but it's telling me that it's a 1 watt speaker. That's probably going to be about a 1 watt speaker as well. Let's just tap that together with a little bit of solder. Right, I don't know what our impedance matching is going to be like between that speaker and whatever this thing's expecting, but let's give it a try. Well, it's powered up. There we go. That's full volume, so it's not going to be very loud. Let's try and fit this inside. Yeah, it's going to be alright in there, isn't it? We'll put the back on. So obviously none of our controls are going to do anything, but that shouldn't matter. And to switch it on and off, we're going to have to take the back on and off, because I'm not going to modify this radio, because I do eventually want to get this. It's rather a nice little radio, this. And the case is in really nice condition. It's a bit dirty because it's been up on a top shelf on display, but it is actually in really nice condition, the case on this. You see, it's a Decca Debonair. Right, let's give this a try. Okay. There we go. Actually, that goes reasonably loud. Let's see if we can find something else we can try and play. Try this.
This is about you.
Oh, we've got an advert.
Routine, morning routine. Your traditions that are always getting better.
It definitely doesn't sound bad, though. So that's pretty much your maximum volume, but if you just want some background your audio in a room, that'd work fine. That's actually worked a lot better than I was expecting it to. It's a pity I've only got a few of them little units left. Like I said, I had loads of them and I've done various things with them over since I got them. I'm quite impressed with the sound of that though, although this will have a nice speaker in it with it being a Decca. Oh, well, we seem to have lost the connection there. Never mind, we'll stop it at that anyway. I don't think we need to carry on with that. But yeah, I'm reasonably impressed with that. So the only slight bugbear with it is to charge it or power it down or anything. You're going to have to just take the back off for the time being. But I am not inclined to modify this case at all. Like I said, it's too nice a radio, this, and I will come across a suitable output transformer for it at some point. I've probably actually got some scrap chassis somewhere that's got a suitable output transformer on it. And so if it were valve, it wouldn't be a problem. I've got loads of valve output transformers of various types, but when it comes to for transistor stuff, I've not got quite the number. But it's quite an interesting radio, that in its own right. I'll screw the back on, just keep it safe, and this can go back up on its display shelf, but I may pull it down every now and again. I'll charge that battery fully first. I don't know how much charge is in that battery in there, but I will play that a bit as a Bluetooth speaker for a while. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I know it wasn't a long one or anything. I'm just having a bit of fun, really. We got that other one working. I can't believe all it was the bloody speaker was disconnected. But never mind. At least you got to see inside one of these. Yeah, this is the type of thing that was on the thing. In fact, this is the one that came out of. Fault sound going off and on. Well, it would be going off and on if the speaker and the thing weren't connected. But like I said, I had loads and loads of these. I either had 20 or 30 of them, and I think I've perhaps got... I might have a couple more as well as them left after... When did I get these? Well, they were returned 2017, and it was probably late 2017 that or early 2018 that I picked all these up. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. I hope you enjoyed this little rambly, messing about video. So... thanks for watching and goodbye.